Now, boys, what's going on? This is Yorkie here, and welcome back to another episode of this FIFA 22 Salford City Road to Glory career mode. In today's episode, we're going to try and fly through as much as possible, because as much as I wanted this series to be long-term and consistent, the way work is at the moment, it's just not become possible for me. I'm sure you guys have noticed it, and I really do appreciate the people that have still hung around. Hopefully, more consistency will be coming to the channel for FIFA 23. There's lots of plans in the work, and I can kind of get ahead on that, but for now, we're with Salford, and we need to get as much done as humanly possible in the shortest amount of time. So I am going to start simming quite a few games, or at least the games that I feel are unimportant to us. There's going to be teams that we need to play in here that I definitely need to play those matches, because the goal this season is 100% promotion. But there might be a few games in here that we can get away with simulating a little bit more often the teams that we should be expecting to beat. But before we do that, if you're new around here, please smash that subscribe button. We're nearly at 5k. Like, the fact that the subs are still going up as much as they are is ridiculous. I'm going to release some videos coming up soon on my thoughts and opinions on what we've seen so far on FIFA 23, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But let's get into the episode and let's play some games. I am going to play this game to kick the episode off against West Brom, because I think this is a match that we certainly should play. The league is looking relatively healthy. Automatic promotion is still well within our sights, considering where we are in the league compared to other teams. West Brom are at the top at the moment. Hopefully, we can halt their run of form. They haven't lost yet this season, and we can pick up a much-needed victory against them, which should leap us up the table, hopefully, into second place. So this will be the starting 11 here to take on West Brom. Jade Jones and Etete up top. Those two have been in fantastic form, so I'm going to keep them as our front two for the foreseeable future. Wilson and Dickermatum on the wings. McNeil in behind the two strikers. Amos, Kelly as our central midfield. Galloway is on the way back, but he's already on holiday playing for the national team, so that's a little bit frustrating. Regular back three. Hopefully, they can have a big impact. We're at the Hawthorns. This will not be an easy game. I'm not within a doubt that this should be pretty difficult. Having not played FIFA within about a week as well on Ultimate with the sliders we've got, this is going to be a tough one. Hopefully, though, the 3 points will be coming back to Salford with us. We just have to hope we can get off to a decent start. That pass there is certainly going to fill me with confidence, but then the pass from McNeil is not. Oh, that is really poor defending as well. Like, he's through, but that is fantastic defending from Doyle. Remembering he stayed with the club for now, but I'm sure there's going to be some English suitors out there possible. For the sake of realism, I want him to go to another English club. He has to be honest with you. It makes no sense for him to go anywhere else. We had offers from Portugal. We also had offers from France, but none that seemed to make sense. Out there, playing the ball forward. Callum Grant now. That's a dangerous position. Not very well defended by me. And a good shot. And what a save from the keeper. A little bit more cautious than that if we're going to get away with a result in this. There is a reason why West Brom are top of the table. There's a reason why Doyle wins a lot of headers, because he's about 9 foot. Spotted a bit of room here through the middle. Kelly's going to pick that up. Kelly, if he's good enough, through to Etete, and surely that's 1-0 Salford City. Etete is at it again. He's been on fantastic form. Great run from Kelly. Good ball from Ricky J. Jones. 1-0 Salford City. Definitely against the run of play. They've been battering me, but I do not care. We've done some unreal business as well in this series, I feel like. Without spending a ton of money, we've done some fantastic business. That's his 6th goal of the season. Ricky J. Jones finds Malik Wilkes. Bumps that one out wide to McNeil. McNeil back across to Kelly. Oh, that was nearly 2-0 Salford City, but Kelly was offside. The two academy players linking up perfectly. We was 50-50 on selling McNeil and Kelly, but they've had an all right start to the season. Ball out to Grant, to be fair. No complaints from me about that ball there. That was fantastic. That ball back in from Grant was great, and Dyke's going to make it 1-1. Poor defending, to be honest with you. We just weren't covering enough players there, and Dyke is going to go through. He's going to score, and it's going to be 1-1. To be fair, it's nothing more than they've deserved. They've been all over me. Okay, Kipre there nearly making a mistake. But again, we just can't get the rub of the green here at the moment. I really can't. And this is going to be dangerous. I can feel it already. Abdelouai doing fantastically there. That was nearly very dangerous. Can we win the header? We're not going to do it. Again, we're just not getting any of the play. None of the play is going my way. Halftime whistle blows, and we need it. We need to get in here at halftime and kind of regroup, because we've had no control of this match whatsoever. We've kind of been a little bit lucky that we're in the position we're in. But we can see there from the match facts. I'm pretty sure that possession is not correct, but you can already tell West Brom have had 7 shots to our 1. We never actually looked at the West Brom side, so we'll look now. 78 rated Callum Grant, 81 rated Daryl Dyke. So it's pretty obvious Already, that front three is far superior to ours. Alex Mowatt, there's a few players in there that aren't great. Teddy Jackson there, 57 rated. Apart from that, though, that front three is probably my biggest issue at the moment. Defensively, they're doing a good job. See what they can do from this free kick. But I'll tell you something, the Championship, when you get into the later seasons, gets very difficult when you've got teams that go down with some of the players they've got. I'm assuming because there isn't really any kind of transfer system. There's no system of like, this team will now sell this player for cheaper because they are in the Championship instead of the Premiership. Teams like West Brom just keep hold of really well overall rated players. And look at it, I just can't get out at the minute. I'm going to have to pump that one long. And then we're not going to win the header. I genuinely cannot get out at the moment. And this wouldn't surprise me if this is going to be a really big score. This is good play though. Go on then, Ricky. I'm going to play it over the top just in the hopes he can get to it. He can't. Well defended. Oh, and that's great. Tete. Oh, no, it's Jones. He turned. It's going to land to a Tete. How's he not scored it? It's going to land to him again. I think he was offside anyway in the first place. But he's got to find the back of the net here. Though I don't hate what I've seen from the boys, we're going to make some changes. They're bringing on Malcolm, who I'm hoping is terrible because he's number 42. So, I don't know. Academy guy. We're going to bring on Akpor and List. Akpor mainly for that physicality in the centre of the park. Maybe Elliot List can pop up with a winning goal. Great ball already into a Tete. Oh, he's kept it. Malik Wilks now. Malik Wilks there. Oh my God. Fantastic impact. Tete again with a brilliant pass. And I said I wanted more goals from Malik Wilks this season. And he's delivered at the moment. 2-1 Salford City. Can we keep hold of it? It's always come against the run of the play when we've scored here against West Brom. But in the rain, currently, we are taking all 3 points. This is a really good goal as well. Tete gets a little bit lucky, but what a ball into Malik Wilks and a very good finish. Just the plan here is just don't let them get back into this game. Headers away like that, although it was a clearance, aren't going to do me any favours. I do feel a little bit more secure now with Akpor in there, just because he's such a danger man. Go on then, Tete. If this is a great ball over the top to Elliot List. It's been a while since he's been through like this. Elliot List to win the game. Elliot List surely will win the game. Our number 9 is back. 3-1 Salford City. And that should see all 3 points coming back with us. Well, hopefully the game is done and dusted. I don't want to get too eager, but just to secure things a little bit, we're going to bring on Harvey White just to secure that CDM position just a little bit more. Hopefully, make us less leaky. But I feel like Akpor already, he was so good for us last year, and we didn't manage to sell him, so we are keeping him around. We've got to give him game time, haven't we? Hopefully, the addition of him on the pitch has just changed stuff up massively. Oh, Cresswell's made a major mistake, though. That's the last thing I want. They don't look as dangerous with Dyke off the pitch and Malcolm on. He's probably going to go on and score now. I fully understand that, but just in general, they don't seem as dangerous. Dyke also had such an aerial threat. Win that ahead of Callum Grant. Like, had such a massive aerial threat. That is such good footwork from Tete. Unbelievable from him. And, oh, they've left themselves wide open here for Malik Wilks to go flying down the middle. Malik Wilks to really kill off the game. What a save from Griffiths. Elliot List, good position. Elliot List nearly scoring a second. He seems back to his best. God, have I missed Elliot List. Full-time whistle is blown. 3-1 the victory. That's a massive result considering West Brom are top of the league. Also hands them their first defeat. And I find when you give the CPU their first defeat, they might go on a little bit of a bad run. And we need them to do that, to be honest with you, for us to stay the course and hopefully try and win the league this season. Promotion, of course, is the only goal. Or as long as we get promoted, I do not care. Much better second half from us, though. Really good display in the second half, and that will move us up to 3rd place now. Swansea City and Reading. I can't believe Reading are at the top, though. I'm not going to lie. Where are Blackburn Rovers in the league? We could determine if we could sim this one or not. They're not having the greatest of times by the look of it, so we will sim it. So this decides to take on Blackburn. Hopefully we can keep the form going. It's as you'd expect. Obviously, Elliot List comes back into the team, so does Lado. Elliot List's performance was fantastic. Galloway is back from international, so will be in the starting 11 for this one. Not the ideal situation we would want with the sim. They only had 4 shots, but they did score 3 of them, and we go on and lose 3-1 to Blackburn Rovers. That is worrying, considering we want to sim quite a few games in this to try and get through it. That is extremely worrying. That drops us back down to 6. Right, so Coventry up next. This is another sim game. This time round, surely we see a better result and we win it 3-1. Thank you. McNeil getting a goal. Malik Wilks with a goal. Malik Wilks with a brace. Having a much better season this year. Now, if you remember, I really wanted to play this Man City game. because it's a taste here at the Etihad Stadium. So I am going to play it. Obviously, there's a tiny bit of rotation because the league is the most important thing for us here, but this is still a strong starting 11 that I think could do something against them. They're playing a weakened side, if you could call it a weakened side. I don't know who Never is on the left-back position. Obviously, they've got Braff, the Dutchman, left wing. He's probably improved quite a bit now, so is probably Cole Palmer. Chiesa on the right, Couto, Diaz. I mean, it's still going to be an extremely difficult game, but we get an opportunity here to go to the Etihad and play another team in the Manchester area. What is absolutely awesome about this as well is we've got so many academy players in this team that are going to be getting to play on such a massive stage. Also, this is a good sign to see what kind of teams we're going to come up against next year. We already know Man City are great, but we don't know if they've been dominating the Premiership recently. Their bench, though, will be strong. We're not too wrong about their bench being strong. Pedro Porro, 87 rated. Jack Grealish there on the bench. Alexander Isak on the bench. This is... Oh, though, they've got Radil Baku as well. They've got some pace. Ruben Neves. But so hopefully, Pep doesn't make a single substitution in this match. That's what we have to hope for. There is no substitutions from Pep Guardiola, and we can hopefully... Well, that would be if Pep was still here, but obviously on FIFA, there is no change in managers, which is a little bit of a shame. But we will see if we can find a way past. It would be a bit of a fairy tale story, but there's a lot of them happen in the Cup on a consistent basis, so it won't be completely out the blue. Lado there, taking the ball up with confidence. Atete's making that run. Atete's making that run. Oh, I thought he just managed to nod that one onto Elliott List. That would have been such a well-worked goal from these boys. Moving the ball really well, as you'd expect from Man City. Can't change to the correct player. What a save. First warning shot from Manchester City. Heard loud and clear. Bernardo Silva. Oh, I nearly brought him. I did bring him down. I felt it. I thought he'd taken such a heavy touch, but... that is not a good look there for Simic. It's his first game back in a while. It's a penalty, let's be honest. And giving them easy opportunities like this is definitely not the way forward for me. What can the keeper do? Chiesa, I'm going to go left. Oh, he saves it. I didn't go anyway. Chiesa has absolutely mucked that one up. Absolutely mucked it up. We will take it. There's another corner, though. Just don't give away another penalty, Yorkie. And we should be absolutely fine this time. And Dicker deals with it a lot better. And Simic can bring it away. Can he redeem himself a little bit? Because I tell you something, there is going to be space for Simic to run into. And if that ball to Elliott List is perfect, it is. The flag hasn't gone up. Elliott List against Manchester City. What a moment that would have been. All fair play here to Simic, though. That run from the corner was unreal. I just want to see how far wide this went because we didn't really get a good angle from the replay. I went with the finesse shot because I thought it was the only way. Oh, that is so close. This is a good play from Bernardo. He's been a little bit of a thorn in my side. Braff. Not the slowest. And also, Braff could be someone that we did look at if we were promoted. On the fringes, 78 rated. I wanted him to be offside. Palmer didn't control it perfectly. He wasn't offside. Chiesa does a bit better. It'll be saved, but it'll be saved for a corner. He should be keeping hold of that. Braff could be a player we looked at, though. That's the kind of player we're going to need if we go up to the Prem. 78 rated at the fringes of Man City. Another corner for Man City as we speak. Let's see what they could do. Bernardo Silva. His footwork, I hate him. But there you go. Have some of that, Bernardo. Doyle, if he plays this correctly. And Dicker Matem. What can he do? We've got Elliott List again. It's not the ball I think I can find. But can I spot Lado? Oh my God, what a ball that is. Lado this time, surely. We just can't find the back of the net. That's 2 breaks from corners. That seems like the most likely point we're going to score from. But we need to be finding the back of the net with that one. The nerves maybe getting to the lads here. We're just trying to break at any opportunity and kind of stay as strong defensively as possible. That's where we've invested the most in this last window, obviously. Bringing in Cresswell. He seems to be having a pretty decent time out there today. Bernardo! Oh, what a save from the car. I tell you something, considering we got this Czech goalkeeper, whose name I'll never be able to pronounce, by the way, on a swap deal, he hasn't half been good. King has left, obviously. We were going to use the youth academy players this season, but this lad's keeping himself in the team. Not the clinical, stylish performance you would be expecting from Manchester City. We are still in the game at half-time. Chiesa missed a penalty, and if anything, I'd say of all the chances in the game, we had 2 of the best. Lado not converting, or Elliott Listo, might hurt us, because beyond that, to be honest, we've not really created a right lot. Oh, here they come. Palmer. Don't like this. Bernardo Silva! Braff, what a save. I don't think we'd be in this game if it weren't for the goalkeeper. Let's be honest. Chiesa there finds Pedri. Sibbick can't do anything against Pedri. Palmer, and another fantastic save from our keeper. This game would be dead and buried without him. But now we're seeing a substitution. Not too worried because it's only Ruben Neves. Tete into Elliot List. Elliot List then finds White. And Dick Amatem. It's got to be good. It's got to be good. It's a Tete. It is good. It is 1-0 Salford City against Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. It is a Tete. Back at it again. It's such a well-worked move. What a ball in from Dick Amatem. My voice even broke. It's the excitement that we was going to score a goal here against Man City. My hands are extremely sweaty right now. But Salford City have the lead against Manchester City. That is absolutely wild. We're going to have to make some subs because we've got some extremely tired legs. But what a moment that must be for a Tete. Reviving his career. Basically let go from Tottenham, I believe, at the time. Was it QPR? I can't remember who let him go. But let go. Thought football wouldn't be for him anymore. Well, look at him now. Against Manchester City at the Etihad, scoring a goal that might put us through to the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. Never now coming forward. Left back. See what he could do. He hasn't really had an impact in this game until now. Pedri, Palmer, Bernardo, Silva. We just did not have the bodies back there. We're knackered as well. I have to be honest, this team is absolutely shattered. Oh, the heartbreak. It's been coming, but it's just a shame that we just couldn't hold on. As much as a devastating blow that was, we need to move on. Hannah has come off. Lejeune has come on. We're just running out of pace. And the only way we keep ourselves in this one, obviously, is on the break. So Lejeune will come on. Hopefully he can have whatever impact is needed. There is an opportunity still for another goal. It's not like they've been impenetrable. We've had moments. Tete now, if I can get that across to Murcia. That would have been beautiful. Bastoni and Ruben Dias have really shown their worth. This is a moment. If this ball is good from Lado, it is. Mercia has been played in. This is a huge moment. Mercia! What a save from Edison. Honestly, what a save. That could have been the game done and dusted right there. And he'll know it, Mercia. You just have to think if that was Elliot List. Is that 2-1? Well, Radel Baku has just come on for Manchester City. And I am praying that a corner goal is about to happen. And it's not. We're going to be going straight to penalties as well if we can't score here. And I am absolutely trash at them. Although the plus side... Go on, Mercia. The plus side is that Chiesa has already missed a penalty today. Maybe he'll miss another. I can't say I'm over the moon here about penalty kicks. Don't even know. Should be stepping up for penalty kicks here, to be honest with you. Feel like Lado should be a little bit higher just purely because of his actual finishing. I'm going to let him take kick number 5. And hopefully we're going to do the business in terms of penalties quite early on. Akpa's going to take that one there. I mean, this is just up in the air. This is 50-50. They've certainly probably got... Well, they have. They've got way better penalty kick takers than us. First penalty here from Neves is going to be saved from the keeper. What an afternoon he's had. This is massive now. What can a Tete do? I'm just hoping I can do him justice. And that will be penalty number 1 for us. Bernardo Silva now. Oniki. That's a good penalty. A big moment now for Murcia. Massive moment. Saved by Edison. Murcia's day. It's not come very good. We're going to go right again. And it's another good penalty from Chiesa, who missed, obviously, earlier in the match. Brannigan. I'm going to go top bins here, basically. Oh, I've readied it. Oh, this has gone all Pete Tong out of nowhere. Baku. Down the middle. And Man City looks set to go through. If we can't score this now. Atpro. Come on, Atpa. Show me what you've got. There we go. We need a massive moment from the keeper here, though. He's had such a good game. Pedri, what's he going to do? I'm going to go right. He's hit the post. Well, Lado was put on this penalty for a reason. He's put on this earth for a reason, and that's to be a superstar. And hopefully, right now, he's about to be one. Off the post. Off the post and onto Edison's legs. Manchester City will be going through to... All right, Pep, it's Salford City, lad. Manchester City will be going through to the next round. That's absolutely devastating. Can I complain about the fight that was put up from our boys? Absolutely not. Main focus now, though, is the league. And maybe doing a bit of penalty training after what I've just seen. Before we can focus on the league, transfer offer here for Connor Ogilvie. And we're going to accept it. It is Sheffield United. It is another rival in the league. But He deserves the game time. He's been very good for us when we've used him. It's just we're not in a position right now to use him. We're looking to upgrade in positions. He kind of holds us back a little bit, I guess. Bristol City in 15th next. And this will be the starting 11. Obviously, we rotated, didn't we, for the last match. So a lot of the players that we needed to be fit are fit. Hopefully, this is going to be a good sim for me. And we lose 2-1. The sims are very 50-50, aren't they, on FIFA? Sometimes they go your way, sometimes they don't. We've got Luton coming up a couple of days later. I wanted to sim that one, but now I'm feeling like I can't because we're slowly losing pace on the top two. We can't afford that. Right, so similar starting 11, and hopefully this time around we get the sim victory. Surely, another defeat. I don't know how many games we're going to be able to sim, lads, or else we will not get promoted by the looks of it, because that should have been a better result against Luton. We are still 6th in the league, which isn't the end of the world, but again, we will lose pace on the top two. We already are losing pace. Let's not play every game, and we need this to go at a quicker pace. Surely, this is the sim that we win. Surely. We're playing the teams down, we lose it 2-1. I don't think we could sim the games that I want to sim, lads. I really don't. We had 7 shots. Tete scores again, though, which is fantastic to see. I genuinely think with the sims, if I sim games, we're not going to get promoted. We need to get automatic promotion. I'm trying to get us through this season as quickly as humanly possible, but we've just simmed 3 games against teams that are down in the bottom end of, like, the very bottom end of the table. We've lost all 3. So on that, I would just say let me know down below, because again, this would now be a side that I would be saying we should be simming this game against Plymouth, but I don't know what's going on with the sim. We've had 3 out of 3. I'm going to try it. This will be the last sim that we attempt, but I want you guys to let me know down below, do we scrap the sims? We'll still sim the same amount of games that we normally do in a month, but we won't sim anywhere near as many as we have been, and we could judge it on that. Maybe, because I don't understand why, because we are a better team than these teams, why we're getting these poor results. We do finally get a victory, 3-1, which is good to see. It doesn't really give us that much of a boost in the league, though. On 20 points now, 5 points behind Huddersfield, so it's not the end of the world. And we play first place Stoke next, so that means we played first twice in this episode. Don't particularly like these 2 kits though, and the problem is with Salford, I feel like they should have a 3rd kit, right? Just a black kit. I think what I'll do is we will both just play in away kits to make life easier on the eyes. Right, so we've got some tired legs coming into this one. So Tete doesn't start, which is absolutely devastating. Top goal scorer in the team, absolutely flying, but he is genuinely knackered, so it's going to be Ricky J. Jones playing in that role. This would be huge if we could get this. We'd be on 23 points. Hopefully Huddersfield don't win, which would put us only 2 points behind them. And we might just get away with having some really bad results in the sims, but still progressing this as quickly as possible. So Stoke obviously being top of the table. Let's take a look at their team and kind of what players they've got. And to be honest with you, instantly, when I'm looking through this team, it's not really much different to ours in terms of quality. I think we've got more quality, to be honest with you, especially in our back line. It's crazy that the simulation is letting Stoke do as well as they are. There is one thing I will say with that, though. When you notice a team's top of the league and they don't particularly have great quality, it does mean usually they will fall off at some point. They won't continue the form all season long. They won't be able to, which is fantastic news for us, because obviously this is one of the sides we need to catch. And if we can catch them just a little bit today, offer them a big loss would be nice. It does mean they will hopefully slowly start to slip. Elliot Liss is going to have to come back for that one and then didn't control it very well. But hopefully they'll start to slip a little bit. Here comes Stoke. And they're offering quite a bit already. That's a fantastic save. I can now see why they're doing so well. They will have a lot of boosts, I imagine, to stats and whatnot with the form they're in. Morale boosts and whatnot. Oh my God, that's close. Now, their best player there, can't say his name, won't even attempt it because I'll look like an idiot. Now, these early stages of the season, to be fair, a point in this game against Stoke wouldn't be the worst result. Stoke actually play Plymouth next, and from my experience of actually being able to beat them in the sim, they're awful. So that should be a victory for Stoke. So really we could do with a result here. Oh, that's a great ball in. Oh, that's just well played. Handball, surely there. I feel like that was handball. This goal, is it going to stand? It looks like it is going to stand. I genuinely believe that was handball. I'm just going to go back and watch it real quick because it seemed as if it struck his hand. The ball comes in there. It doesn't. Hits him in the face. It is 1-0 Stoke City. Stroke of luck. Again, though, we've been carved open too easy there. And if we look back at that, Abdelouai was miles high. He was over here, all the way over here. while they were breaking in the box. We can't be doing that. We need to keep our centre-backs in good positions, or else we're going to find ourselves in trouble a lot in this match. Oh, that's lovely. This is actually very lovely play. Elliot List is straight through the middle there. And surely this is us back in the game. It is. Elliot List makes it 1-1. What fantastic play. We caught them all out of position. Elliot List back at it again. And we need goals from him this season. Obviously, we brought in replacements up top. We've got some fantastic strikers now, some great options. Mercy Rayleigh isn't getting the looking he should be. I'm tempted to maybe give him a loan out, but I want to keep 4 strikers. But Timmy Abraham has been sat on the reserves bench for a while now as well. And you guys know that I love me some Timmy Abraham. What a fantastic servant of the club he's been. It's a sad day when he goes. This is good play now. Akper. That's a great ball over. Elliot List makes the run. And there we go. Just like that, it's 2-1. Well, what fantastic football that is. Let's be 100% honest. That is superb football. Elliot List with a brace already in this match. We're only 33 minutes in. It's just well-worked football. And Elliot List's run is brilliant. Malik Wilkes' ball is brilliant. There's no stopping that. Plays that one out tomorrow. Tomorrow then. Wait for the run of Akper. Akper. Oh my God. This man is back. And just before the half, Akper will make it 3-1 Salford City. I said Stoke didn't really deserve to be top of the table. I'm sorry, Ticker. But the squad that they've got at the minute just really doesn't deserve to be top of the table. And this is, again, such well-worked football, finding the space. But what a finish that is. That is an unreal hit, that, from Akper. I'm not going to lie. What a goal this is from Akper. Unbelievable. They've made a sub at the half. They've taken off their star striker. Really, really weird decision there from the AI. But what a way to go into the half-time whistle. And that goal from Akper, just a bit of a weird one. Why would you take off probably the biggest threat they've had on the pitch as well, if I'm being honest with you? He was tall, he was physical. We would be actually looking at him if I could say his name. What they're going to do here. Amos nearly getting there. This is great playing. Lucas trying to repeat what Akper did. That wasn't too far off, but got way too much under it. Well, the ref will blow his whistle to what was a very uneventful second half. And to be honest with you, that does not bother me one bit whatsoever. 3 goals in the first half for us was all we needed. What a finish from Akper and a brace from Elliot List. That'll be a massive 3 points against top of the table. Again, don't really feel, I feel bad saying it as well, but I don't really feel like Stoke deserve to be top of the table. When you look at their squad and our squad, as I would say, is even better. Norwich having a really rough time since coming back down. But that will move me back to 7th and only a few points off where we need to be. But where I feel like we need to be is exactly where Brentford is. And we are not close enough to them at the moment. But getting the results when we play the games, not when we don't. But Brentford will be the first game of the next episode. So we get to take points, hopefully then from second. Brentford will be a task, though. They should have a very good squad. But 26 points would only keep us 2 points behind Brentford and Reading. And as you can see, we beat West Brom and they've dropped in form a little bit. Hopefully the same will happen to Stoke. If we can beat Brentford, the same will happen to them. That's going to be it for this episode, boys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Again, let me know down below what you think about the simulation, what we should do. But I don't have that much time to sit down and record these, and then editing them is another problem for me. Maybe I find an editor for FIFA 23. We'll try and figure it out, but we just want to get on track as much as humanly possible. I appreciate all the support on this series. That is the sole reason why I've decided to keep this going and not just started doing one-off rebuilds, which probably would have been better for the channel than doing this. But we've invested a lot in this. I know you guys have, and so have I. So we're going to try and get as far as humanly possible until FIFA 23 comes out. Stay safe, everyone, and I'll see you in the next episode.